All right, everybody knows the rules this morning with Arceus time. Let's get it going. What's up, Sensei? Good to see you, buddy. Come on, let's crush it. Let's crush it. Let's get this done. Let us get the shiny Arceus this morning on day 27 of Mornings with Arceus, which means at least 27 hours plus whatever I've done in the off time. We're here. We're here. We're rocking. We're rolling. We're going for it. We're diving head first. We're going to make this happen. And the only way to make it happen, as you all know, is to make a little magic this morning, and that's what we're going to be planning on doing. So good to see you, Sensei. Good to see everybody else who's going to be popping on in over the course of the next, who knows, 2, 3, 4, 1 hour. Chem Nation, wear a Novembah mustache. I mean, it's here. It's just surrounded by other stuff too. It's here. It's just surrounded by many things. Chem Nation, I have a feeling I know exactly why you're up early, and I got a message from Razzie last night saying that they also are going to guess the category. So I have a feeling that if there's going to be a category guess, it should be done before Razzie enters into the old chat ski. There we go. Chem Nation, guessing a category, ladies and gentlemen, of war. War is the category for the week. Is that true or is that false? It's freaking true. Chem got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Chem Nation has taken the lead with 8 points. War is, in fact, the correct category. Razzie's going to be so upset because I'm going to let him come in and guess and not tell him that you've done it. But it's a good guess, buddy. It's a good guess. I figured that there would only be a handful of people who know what the Cola Wars were. But yeah, Chem with the trivia category solve early on. So that's 8 points, which means theoretically speaking, you could still be tied 2-2-2. That's it. You cannot be beaten. You can only be tied, in which case there'd need to be a tiebreaker. Bella, hello. Chem Nation guessed the category for this week's trivia correctly. So that's what I'm saying. He's just unstoppable. He's an unstoppable trivia machine. I'm excited for Razzie to come in here because Razzie was going to guess trivia, according to a direct message that I received from him on the Discord. And, you know, I just have a feeling that he's not actually going to get a chance to let me know. He guessed it when he came. Of course I didn't respond, Razzie. Come on, what's that all about? So now I can shave beard and just leave mustache. Those two things go hand in hand, do they? Do they? Razzie, what was your guess? I did never respond because, you know, call it a marketing strategy. Come to Mornings with Arceus, wake up early, come say hi. But he did guess it. He came into the stream very early and said, here's the deal. It is November. Okay. Listen, we're gonna do a close-up on Stinky's mustache here in a second. Okay, it's time for mustache with Stinky's. Come here, camera. All right, so we're going on an adventure. Do you see my beard? God, this is terrible. You see how dark this is with a little flecks of gray because I'm an old freaking man? My mustache. My mustache is blonde. And the problem, oh, you guys get to see everything. You get to see the whole setup. The problem with a blonde mustache is that it just looks really bad on its own. It needs to be accompanied by a beard or else you're pretty much, you know, like a fool. That's why I typically don't do mustaches and just keep it all. But you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll donate more money to prostate cancer research than any of you. And then we'll talk about whose mustache was better. Or a very close up and a camera that doesn't focus well close up. So it's lose-lose. Bonjour, Bon Jovi Devious. Oh, Sensei actually put up a like goal first. We're gonna pin his just because he was here before. You think I look distinguished? I think I look disgustinguished. Okay, disgustinguished. I have to do a live or not, yeah, kind of a live stream, but I have to do a live stream for work today. I have to do this like show, basically. Beard game is solid though. It is. When I actually like keep up with it and grow it, I can grow I'm gonna see if I can find the picture of the biggest beard I've ever grown, because I have a pretty good one. And it was, I think it was 2 months. So I'll see if I find it. Yeah, this is the best beard I've ever grown. And I think you'll like the shirt. It says, well, first we'll go with the shirt. Don't get too chilly this Christmas. And then the beard, which was a pretty aggressively long beard. It doesn't look like it so much from this picture, but it was long enough that I could fit like pens in it. What's up, Matt? How are you doing, buddy? I'm so glad I barely grow facial hair. Facial hair is just like makeup for dudes. Not that dudes can't wear makeup, but like whenever people talk about like, oh my god, you are a guy, you don't even know what it's like, blah 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 blah. I'm like, yes I do. My face looks like poop, so I grow a beard. That's what I do. I just hide it naturally. I don't have to pay for it. That's all it is. Beard game side. Let's see what else. That's not a word. Disgustinguished. A disgustinguished is an actual thing. Crows, what's going on? What's going on? How are you, Crows? I don't know if I said hi already or not. I was excited to see you come in, but I might have neglected to say hello. Hefty, Cam guessed the category correct, so it looks like we might have a 2x winner and that I have to make harder categories. These are the two things that I'm knowing to be true. When you zoomed in on beard, I saw foundation and concealer. Yeah, I wake up at 6:47 in the morning, fire up a stream at 7 o'clock, and have just enough time in the interim to toss on a little foundation concealer. Oh, I gotta show you guys what I'm so excited about. Okay, so you know how I've been talking about that board game that I got, Heroescape, my miniatures, the whole miniature combat thing. So the local library has a 3D printer, and I was like, oh man, I gotta play with that. And so I like sign up for a library card. I go through all this stuff to 3D print because every single one of the files from this game is scanned online. And I was like, okay, copyright's up. I could probably print these things because they're not actually the things. And I just changed the scale and size of them a little bit so that they're still legit, but they're, you know, obviously a little bit different. But check these out. I've never 3D printed anything before. Okay, so here's number one. This is a character from the game called Major Q9. And like, it literally is just the exact thing. And then I'll just take some paint. I have to clean up the back a little bit still, but I'll just like take a little bit of paint and then turn it into like the actual thing. Obviously it won't look exact, but I'm printing some bases next so I can literally like put these pieces together. And then this is the one that I'm like super impressed with. I thought that this was going to absolutely break, but only a few pieces broke and they can easily be super glued back together, which is just as exciting as them not breaking at all. Look at how intricate this thing is. Like, this was 3D printed. We live in an absolutely wild time. Like, can you see that? That's amazing. Like, that's super cool. I can't believe that we have the technology to do stuff like that. So yeah, that's really kind of a cool thing. So I'm pumped to be able to just like access that, you know what I mean? Like it's super cool. obviously it's also super nerdy, but I'm just a huge fan of it. Like being able to go online and instead of try and hunt down these obscure pieces that if someone has them, they're selling them at a markup of like 200% of what they sold for originally, or just being able to print my own, get a little creative with it, paint them, super glue them to their base, print out a card and get that all kind of like set up. I mean, it's pretty sweet. So I'm really, really, really excited by it. And then like there's this thing called Thingiverse. So this is what's really cool is yes, they have all of the miniatures from the game, but you also can find files that are designated to be like miniatures to an extent and print your own custom ones. So like yesterday I printed a Mewtwo, a Link, a Darth Vader, a Samus, and a Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So just kind of a random assortment of heroes just to see what they all turned out like. And you can find like custom cards for pretty much everything for this game online. So basically you don't even have to like stay to the actual like release stuff. You can go to Homebrew and just like make your own. And I don't know. I'm really excited about it, y'all. That's basically the only thing that I have to say is that I'm really excited by it. Grows test. But yeah, I have to present on my business acumen today. I have to present using like my knowledge of my job, not just my ability to stream Pokemon. So I have to go on a live camera, hopefully with my ring light. Hopefully, don't even get me started on my freaking Logitech camera. So I have a Logitech C922, the HD 1080p Pro, a great little camera. I mean, for $100, you can't beat it. But the tools to actually access and use the camera are inaccessible on an M1 MacBook. So I am not able to actually, in Zoom, which is where everything will be recorded, I'm not actually able to actually get in there and change it from 720p 30 frames per second over to 60 or 1080p 30 frames per second, which means that like my background and everything is basically unreadable. Like it's super blurry and annoying. So I'm pretty bummed out about that actually, because it'd be nice to have like the complete setup, but these companies just are not designing their softwares for M1 MacBooks, which is pretty wild. But anatomy and physiology for the urinary system and fluid, electrolyte and acid base balance. Oh my God, Crows, have I ever told you about the human pee funnel concept? Because if not, you can talk about this on your test, or you can answer it for me. Hypothetically / theoretically, at what rate would a person, the average person, need to drink water so that they are just constantly peeing while also constantly drinking? It's essentially like an exact exit and entry system. Like it's probably a slow drip, but it causes just constant pee stream. So I think that since you are taking a test, it obviously means you're studying. I think you should raise your hand and be like, Professor, can you tell me a thing or two about the unlimited pee stream? And they'll be like, oh, that's a theorem we haven't spoken about in a decade. And you'll be like, well, is there something wrong with it? And they'll be like, no, it's just inconceivable. But if it were to happen, it would change the course of time in human history. And you could be like, well, can I at least hear about it? And then they'd start drawing it on a whiteboard. Because I really think it's something that needs to be, drawn, right? I don't think it's something that can just be verbally explained, especially by someone like a professor. So then you would see it, and then that'd be it. What's up, Jonesy? Thanks so much for coming in and doing a lurk. This is a theory that needs to be addressed. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you'd flood your organs before that happened. It's possible, but I'm not saying that yeah, it's probably more likely. But even if it, I'm just saying you don't have to constantly be like glug 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 like drinking water. I'm saying it could be like a slow A very slow release that just causes you to have to pee all the time to prevent the organ flooding. 10 likes. Wow, that's one more than 9. I officially got approved to work Remembrance Day, which in Canada is next Friday, the 11th of November. So I'm working on Remembrance Day so I can take the 18th off, aka Scarlet Violet Day, and I'm very excited about that. So yes, do I have to work on a holiday? Sure. Do I get the next week off? Also sure. Can't take the 18th off because I have school. Hear me out. Hear me out on this one. Don't go. It's that easy. Cheeto. What's up, Cheeto? Good to see you, buddy. And Shiny Autism is here. Man, the whole fam family's coming in. I love it. I wish it was that easy. It is that easy. That's the problem. When I was in college / university, it was that easy. If I didn't want to go to school, I just didn't go. And it was great. What's up, GGP? Good to see you. What is up? Oh, Jonesy's just saying gonna be sick on the 18th. That's it. That's it. Shiny, it's going good. It's going good. Oh god. I had bowling last night. I had one good game, but for the most part, I bowled like doo-doo. It was a tough shot last night, though. And our team is tied for first place, and we have to win all of our games next week, or else we don't get to go to the playoffs at the end of the year. But if we do bowl well next week, then not only do we probably get to go to the playoffs next or at the end of the year, but I also don't have to bowl that well, which is nice. Nice having the pressure off. Gnarly Thor's lurking. Devious is lurking. Everybody be lurking. I don't know where Razzie went. He's probably upset with me. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Hey Chinese, oh no, I missed the bowling talk. No, I just barely talked about it. Where are the playoffs being held this year? Oh, they're being held at the classic bowling center that I'm always at. Here, I'll just message Razzie. Something tells me that he had the wrong answer. Let's see him. Do any of y'all have Snapchat? I'm not asking for your Snapchat. I'm just asking whether or not you have Snapchat. The answer is yes or no. If you put your username, I'm going to ban you from the channel forever. But do any of you have Snapchat? Okay, lots of people do not have Snapchat. That's good. That's good. Wow, look at all the no's. Okay, Matt says yes. Okay. Matt, you can be my litmus test here. How awful are the Snapchat news stories? Like, compared to the average everyday news outlet, how horrible are the Snapchat news stories? I tell you what, every time I go into it, I don't know what to expect next. It's like, they're all just so awful, so unbelievably terrible. But I guess I should let you answer with your opinion before I just slam how bad I think they are. But they're pretty bad. My CPU just dropped to negative 17,895%, which means my computer is running so lean that it's running negative lean. This is good. This is good. Love a negative lean. Yeah, I don't see anything on there worth considering the title news. 100%. That's the great way to put it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We just lagged. We just lagged. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We did it. We dropped a couple frames. Hear me out. You're gonna be fine. Grow up. I just got 9 cents for telling Google that I watched and enjoyed a Shiny stream. Look at that. Wow. Paying it forward. Paying it forward. That's gorgeous. Oh, no lag. Wow. Okay, well, never mind. I just had a pretty big frame drop, but we made it through. We did it. I mean, it was less than a second, but still here. I like when OBS tells me things are going wrong. It says, hello, what are you doing to me? That's amazing that you guys didn't have any. I certainly did, but maybe it just, well, it was just a bitrate drop, but maybe the bitrate did not drop far enough for it to, like, impact y'all. Yesterday, I got 2 shiny Pokemon. Devious, congratulations on the 2 shiny Pokemon. Yesterday, I got no shiny Pokemon. None Pokemons. Pokenuns. I did have a delicious Italian beef sandwich, though, and that's, in a way, I think as good as 2 shiny Pokemon. Shinyhunting Sword and Gumi and Legends Arceus. Nice. I got shiny Drifloon and Arceus. Felt like redemption. Listen, all shinies are created equal, but it should probably have an asterisk to it if it comes from Legends Arceus. It's like all the people who did a bunch of steroids and then broke home run records. Like, yeah, there's a little asterisk for you, a little star. But hunting for Tortuga? Tortuga? I'm gonna go with Tortuga. Like the Isle of Tortuga. For a week. Now you don't like turtles. You don't like turtles. I like turtles. YouTube asked me what I thought about your stream. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because it was inspiring, informative, and enjoyable. Well, Cam, technically it can be inspiring because sometimes I say some very magical things. It can be informative because we do trivia. We do participate in trivia, which has some questions and some answers, which is information. And enjoyable, that's in the eye of the beholder, but just as long as it's enjoyable to some beholders and other beholders. Friar, you have the flu. I'm guessing not the shine flu. I'm guessing you have the actual flu, and that is miserable. Bee funneling is definitely inspiring. It is. It is for a multitude of reasons. Who holds bees? An apiarist. Apiarist? Apiarist? What it? Apiarist? It's not like an apiarist. I don't even know how to spell that word. Like if I was trying to spell that word, I don't think I could do it. I have to Google it. Apiarist. Apiar. Okay, it is. A-P-I-A-R. That's crazy. Okay. Today I learned. How informative and enjoyable. We went to the doctor and my test came back negative. It doesn't mean I don't have it. I'm probably so far out the window. Test couldn't detect it. You might have RSV. Have you heard about this RSV thing? This is an actual conversation I had with my mom. When you wake up, the first thing you're doing is morning with Arceus, then school. I'm homeschooled. Well, listen, if I can get put into the daily curriculum, you can tell your mom that I'll teach. What is RSV? Oh, devious. I don't know. I'm going to Google it. It's respiratory syncytial virus. Syncytial? It's an infection of the lungs and the respiratory tract that really tends to affect only like younger kids, like school kids, people who are in the school, and it is something that kids get all the time because kids are just germ sponges and they're disgusting. But because our immune systems have gone to the depths of the abyss, it's affecting a ton of people this year, and it's like knocking kids out for like a month. So because all of our immune systems are just pretty much flatlined because we've been inside for 2 years, with the exception of people who have probably had COVID or have gotten sick, RSV's hitting hard. Because normally your body would just fight it off, but places where you would typically get sicknesses you have not been to. I'm no kid, doesn't matter. Like, kids are just the carriers of it typically. And like I said, immune systems are usually like apt to fight it off, but immune systems are not fighting it off this year. People are just getting RSV just across the board, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. It's one of the like risk reward factors of wearing masks everywhere you go. Is you open yourself up to, well, not only masks, but hand sanitizers, that sort of stuff. You open yourself up to killing things that normally your body would naturally just kind of fight. Like, remember those days where you were just like, oh, I don't really feel that good, right? You weren't necessarily sick, but you're like, yeah, something just doesn't feel right. That was probably your body fighting something, and your body hasn't had to do that because you don't really get sick just being inside. So, yeah. Science with stinkies. I gotta miss school again. Oh no. That's not good. Missing school. I mean, it's nice because you get a day off, but it's also not great because you get a day off and then it causes more work. Bella, yeah, kids are gross. Kids are icky. Adults can get RSV too. Yeah, I know, and they're getting it like crazy this year. Supposedly. Now, I haven't rifled through the sources myself. I haven't peeled through the data. This is what I've been hearing. This is some of the updates in life that I've heard. Cam, I've decided that you should fire up a ChemNation LinkedIn channel. Just a website filled with sales professionals and people who talk about all their tactics to be successful in business, and then you can just post your shinies. I'm team hashtag Chem gets LinkedIn or some other creative hashtag. I think it'd be awesome to have like the ChemNation page on LinkedIn. And then just every day you can just post a shiny video, and it'll skyrocket. It'll take off more than TikTok. Cookie Dough. Okay, so Cookie Dough, I've heard your name like a multitude of times, and what somebody told me the other day was that the little hamster cookie is like your thing, and I dig it. I dig the hamster cookie so much. So I just want to let you know that anytime someone with a hamster cookie comes into the chat, number one, your name gets brought up. And then number two, I think we just all get excited about hamster cookies. But thanks for lurking. Appreciate you being here. My resume will just be a list of my shinies with pictures. And then you could just be doing something like this. Like Michael Scott, right? On Somehow I Manage, you could have your little picture up in the top right corner, just like that, with all your shinies. And then the dates. And the encounters, and then, you know, maybe someday, you know, 2050, 2060, when you're no longer streaming, you could be like, yes, these are the shinies that I've caught and the time that it took. As you can see, I have patience, determination, perseverance, and then you'll just get the job. The hamster cookie is your people. That's what I'm saying. A hamster, if you, well, what was the old thing? If you give a hamster a cookie, if you give a mouse a cookie, with shocked reactions of shiny legendaries. I like this. I think we make a Chem Nation resume. They're called cookie crumbles. Oh, you're just all about it. You're just diving head first. And that's super cool that, so I read this book. I read this book for work, and it was called Building Brand Communities. And it talks about like the difference between internal and external motivators. And like an internal motivator is people feel compelled to do something to be a part of a community or a part of a group, where external motivators are people only feel compelled to do something or be a part of a group because they get something in return. So like, if you are like, we're doing a free giveaway for Scarlet and Violet, and you know, you have to subscribe to be entered into the giveaway, that sort of thing. That doesn't mean that people actually want to be subscribed. It means that people want Scarlet and Violet, so they do subscribe. So that's an externally motivated community member. But people who are willing to put their hamster cookies on their name because they just like you and what you do, that's internal motivated, and those are the hardest things to get. So you should be super, super, super proud of the fact that you have people that are willing to do that and like wanting to do that. Because that just seriously proves like how awesome you actually are when it comes to building up, you know, community, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's a little bit of praise for you, Cookie Dough. I'm impressed. It's very cool. What's up, Shining Gorilla? Good to see you. I legit have a copy of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie at Work. It's my pessimistic POV on client relationships and expectations. I just have a book that I write. I'm so tired of this in every day. It's my I'm tired of this journal. But no, I have to, you work in marketing, so that's a tough thing because the expectations of the client in marketing are never communicated effectively, and you have to play a lot of guessing. Endor, good to see you. Got a puppy today. We're going to name him Hudson. Oh my God, I love that. What type of puppy are you getting? And Cookie Dough, yeah, you are. I'm just saying, when you have a following like that, that's super cool. It's really, really cool. Y'all, we're so far under odds, we don't have to worry about Arceus shining for a while. We're just gonna let it happen. A mini golden doodle, nice. Do you know if the parents are more doodle or more poodle or more golden? Because if you get one or the other, it can change kind of the behavior of the dog, which is kind of interesting. Uh-oh. Let's add one to the yawn counter, ladies and gentlemen. We got another one. Seems like my hamster and cookie branding is working out. Now, if only I actually streamed. I mean, that's the other part of it. But yeah, like Kimbo is someone who I've seen quite a bit. And then McPablo Joel, I think was the other one. There's McKimbo and then McPablo were the two that I've seen in the last like 2 days that have it. But yeah, it's cool. It's just cool getting a developed community like that. I tried to make that happen for the people that watch me, but apparently no one wanted to put the peach emoji in their name. I don't know. And then whenever somebody came in and they'd be like, what's up with the peach emoji? You could be like, Shiny says booty rockin' everywhere. And that's it. That would be what it was. But apparently people just didn't want to put peach emoji next to their name. That's okay. They're not internally motivated by the fact that booty rockin' everywhere. And that's all I can say. Really hoping more people would reply to me through the night. Just hefty. Man, Tuesdays are busy for me. Tuesdays are my bowling night, and then I come home and I chase my cat all around the house and we have great times, and then I go to sleep because I have to do this not have to. Have to is not the right. I get to do this every morning at 6:30. So, yeah, the peach emoji, you know? The one that looks like a butt. So, no one just wanted to... I know, people probably would, but butts are funnier. And I'm all about the humors. I'm all about the laughs. Because booty rocket everywhere, you know what I mean? Devious, thank you. Thank you for the follow-up. You did already reply. Kind of. I replied to you. Are butts based? Butts are based. Butts are based on the back side of your body. Directly above the leg and below the bat. Back. Is the butt a part of the leg? Here, this is where you give that informative rating in the stream. But is the butt a part of the legs, or is the butt a separate thing? Like, you have leg and then you have butt. I think anatomically speaking, I believe that the butt is a part of the leg, because the butt's kind of like a pair of scissors. Like, one scissor does not a butt make, but both scissors does a butt make. So you're looking at it from the perspective of, like, if you just have one of the scissors, you just basically have a handle knife. But if you have two scissors, then you have scissors. That's kind of what it is with, like, the butt cheek. If you just have the one butt cheek, you do not have a butt. But until you have two butt cheeks, that's the point at which you could say that you have the butt. So I think this is something that we really need to think about. Where's Crows? Crows is about to go have a test. Crows should go find that out. Crows should go find out the study of butt cheek. Oh god, did I put too many? Oh yeah, I did double checks. That's not good. I completely lost the thread of this conversation. Well, it started with determining whether or not the butt cheek is a part of the leg, or whether it's a separate part. And I believe that we've determined that. I think everyone agrees that it is separate. I would argue that it is a part of the leg, the same way that, like, a hot dog is not a sandwich. I don't know, y'all. One of those mornings. I'll ask my coworkers. I added a check even though I wasn't supposed to. Dang it. I guess I just really want to get to that 1800 number. Is the butt its own being? This is a question. I mean, it's not, because it doesn't have, like, sentient thought or the ability to do anything. Butt is peach sandwich? You know what? I don't want a like goal anymore. I don't care about like goals. What I do care about is the message that says butt is peach sandwich. For all the people who come in, they can read that and be like, I don't know what's happening here. I gotta show you guys something interesting. I know that my music is off from yours, but that's okay. Life goes on. Okay, here we go. I'm not adding a check this time. Check this out. I don't know if it'll let me show it. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Here we go. So I put this together last night. I was looking at all of my different shinies that I've gotten so far since I started streaming, and the cumulative odds of those shinies versus what the actual odds are inside of the game. With the exception of Dratini, which I weighted based on what I think is about 1100 checks. But historically speaking, I am under odds for both Masudas and random encounters. If I were to take Snom out of there, which was in fact not something I was dedicated hunting, but just something that I ran into, I would be substantially over odds on random encounters. But for Masudas, I am running at a 339 on average is what I'm taking to get there. So that would be, well, 339 out of 512 would be what my my typical odds are for a Masuda. Whereas random encounters would be a little bit higher. And then obviously this is my first soft reset full odds, so we don't know what that's going to look like benchmark against 4096. But yeah, I was pretty pumped putting that together. Pretty pumped when I saw that. So yeah, just wanted to share that with everybody because I don't know, I thought it was kind of neat. What did I miss? I one time, oh, what's up, Glect? God, good to see you. I one time called my dad a butt because he said he was not a butt, only a tenth a butt because he was also an arm, legs, and head. I feel like that's a very dad response, and I appreciate it. Thanks, Hefty. We might as well keep up that running list because I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of neat to see how the odds actually stack up over time, right? Because like, even if you have a really long over odds hunt, but then you get an egg in 10, or like if you have a really long over odds Masuda, like you're at like 1,500, 2,000 eggs, but then you get another one in 10 eggs, realistically, you're under odds for both, which is kind of cool. So it's neat to just kind of track where things are at. And right now I'm substantially under odds by about 120. So it'll be weird to see when I have one of those, oh god, here we go. One of those marathon Masuda hunts that really sets me back and kind of adjust the odds. But either way, it's neat. It's really cool. I'm gonna start doing it with Dynamax Adventures too, for specific things. Just trying to remember my encounters. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. It was an idea from my buddy Dan. He was like, why don't you take your BRB screen and break it down into your different shinies and odds and then what the cumulative total looks like so people can see like where you are at across the board. And I'm like, that's a good idea. Because I don't know if any of you guys watched Sauce McGavin, but Sauce had a really cool layout over the spooky season where he just basically had kind of hefty, kind of like what you're doing too, like the cumulative total of all the spooky shinies that he got over the course of the month, which was really cool. I gotta update my layout today too because it's no longer the spooky season. But yeah, it was kind of cool. So I was just kind of thinking of ways that I could incorporate so people don't think I'm a total loser and just never get shinies like I do. And not to mention, my Masuda is different than my Mornings with Arceus and my dedicated hunt. Oh, I thought that's what you had. I thought like down at the bottom it was all the Pokemon that you'd gotten over the last month, but is it just kind of like a cumulative running total? Theodora, so good to see you. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day as well. Appreciate you stopping in as always. Happy Wednesday, hump day, baby Friday. We're moving forward, one step at a time. Those are just spooky sprites for spooky month. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought those are ones that you had collectively gotten, but all right, never mind. Then Sauce McGavin did something really cool. Yeah, that's it. Hefty, I figure there's not many. You got to be getting close, right? There's probably not many that you don't have shiny anymore. And at least ones that are available. There can't be that many that you don't have. Okay, 30 huntable left. Dang, man, that's pretty amazing. That's like a grind. Is it from all different games, odds, like Pokemon Go, Pokemon Let's Go? Like, are you across space and time with this? Ice type, good to see you, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the greatest part of Mornings with Arceus. Well, the second greatest part. It is self-promotion last 15 minutes. So, here are the rules of self-promotion last 15 minutes. Promote yourself. Do you have anything coming out today? Do you have anything that you are releasing content-wise? Do you have any streams that you're doing today? If so, what are you hunting for? Tell me a little bit about you. Let's celebrate you, the viewer, the people who come here every day and have some fun. Tell me about what your content looks like. Tell me about what things are going to be for all y'all. Gen 6 through 8, all games. A few from Go, but I will replace those. Nice. That's very cool. Can you care to explain the pin message? Ice type. Butt is Peach Sandwich. You know what I mean? Some magical things don't need explaining. You know, like Harry Potter, right? You don't need to explain it. You just need to enjoy it. That's kind of Butt is Peach Sandwich is the equivalent of Hefty's Harry Potter. Oh man, my jaw hurts. Too much talking, I guess. Okay, no one's doing anything. That was a great self-promotion 15 minutes. Thank y'all for coming in and sharing the knowledge. We'll see you next time. Speaking of content, what's happening with the thing I sent you? I was going to DM you. If you're good to let me use it, I'm going to upload it today. I'm going to make a community post and tag you in it. Call it fan content. And gonna drop it at around 11:30 in the morning. So about 3:45 from now. But only if you're cool with it. Like, I want to make sure that I have your full blessing. Cool. Yeah, it's coming out today then. I don't have anything planned, but I'm working on a video where I rank every Tiger golf club this year. Okay, I didn't know Tiger was still releasing golf clubs. That's amazing. He's a bounce back artist, man. I'll tell you what. Tiger Woods went through some stuff and still, yeah, still makes it happen. I'll be hunting on Legends today, but switching back to Shield tomorrow. Did I make a thumbnail? No. And I need to do that, but I'll make that happen. Unless you had one, in which case I'll use it, but I could make a thumbnail happen pretty easily. Matt, you should try doing my shiny hunting scoring during Legends sometime. You can do solo shiny races and try and break the 2-hour score. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I'll put one together. Can you message that? Oh, you don't have to give me credit, but yeah, 100%. It's very fun. It allows you to, you can go head to head with viewers too, because any viewer can participate. It's just kind of the honor system, but depending on the odds of the Pokemon that you catch will determine the value that it has, and then you have a 2-hour time limit to try and score as much as you can. My top score in 2 hours is 60, and that's a very tough, like, I was proud of that one. That's going to be tough to beat. Hefty, we did need to know that. I did. Hefty, are you still going into the office? Like, are you still like going physically to work every day, or are you WFH? Yeah, we have to be informative, informational, and entertaining. No, informative and informational are two things. Innovative, informational, and entertaining. You go into the office every day. Dang, dude. Do you like that or do you not like it? I feel like you're a people person, so it's probably really healthy for you to be in an office. Why do you want to know about Hefty's pants? Well, he could have been wearing shorts. Like, I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm not wearing pants. And I probably got to put pants on because it's getting cold up in this bee. I don't want to be cold up in this bee. You know what I mean? When the bee is cold, I want to be warm. That's why I'm wearing like this cardigan. Pull over. It's a cardigan. But thanks for noticing. According to Hefty, that quote's from the movie Black Sheep. He just wears a trash bag. Gotta sport the brand colors. Cardigans are super comfy. I call this my old man sweater because it looks like something an old man would wear. I get more done in the office, and the less people in the office, the more I get done. A lot of days I'm the only one there. Oh, gotcha. That's nice. Technically, from a home office, you could be the only one there. Just saying. Just saying, you don't have to be at a physical office to be the only one there. If that's the goal, there are many ways to achieve that objective. I think I'm going to go standing desk today for my little work presentation / LinkedIn presentation. But I think I'm going to have all my Chem Nation stickers just available. And then at some point in time, I'll just shill for you. I'll be like, listen, I know that we're talking about customer expansion and what that actually looks like from the sake or the perspective of the job that I do. But I want to take a minute to talk to you about Chem Nation. So And then I'll just go on a tirade, and everyone will be like, Nick, you're fired. You're no longer working here. And I'll be like, that's fine. It's fine. It was worth it. Black dress pants. I have not worn hard pants in... I should clarify. I've not worn hard pants to work in almost 3 years. Almost 4 years. What year is it? Almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. For whatever reason, I thought it was 2023. What the hell's wrong with me? But yeah, I haven't worn hard pants to work in almost 3 full years. Yeah, excuse me, do you have a minute to hear about our Lord and Savior, Chem Nation? Saving shinies one soul at a time. Hashtag Chem Nation. That's what he would sound like if he was from like the deep south and equated catching shinies to redeeming the soul of humans. Stop saying hard pants, but that's what they are. There's a substantial difference between hard pants and soft pants, and I have only worn soft pants for 3 years. And it's been great. Only a real friend would get fired for you. It's true. It's true. Like, I'm the Dwight to your Schrute. Honestly, you guys should just be lucky I wear pants to work. There's no reason that I need to. I can turn my camera off. I can just get up and go sideways and my door's never in frame. Like, there's just no... no real need. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go into a specific check. And I think because of that, we should turn on some specific music. Will I get a copyright strike? Possibly. Will it be worth it? Probably. Would I do it again and again? Probably. Is it extremely loud in your ears? Probably. Do I regret it? We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna play this out. We're gonna play this out. We're gonna see if maybe there's a frame that's gonna happen right when the cannons start firing in this song. We're doing it, y'all. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Am I setting us back a check or two? Yeah. Oh, I don't want that. Never mind, never mind. Never mind. I don't even know how they would give me a copyright strike on that, because how could they ever identify whose actual song it is? They all sound the dang same. Okay, well, we're not having a copyright strike because I'm not getting set back a week. That would be terrible. I'll get a copyright strike right before, I don't know, right before Thanksgiving or something. Oh, and the 1812 Overture did not even summon a shiny. What a absolute joke that is. What's the point? What's the point of being here if we can't even get an 1812 Overture shiny? I hate it. All right, it's, well, a claim I can handle. I've had too many of those already. I get claims even when I play the copyright-free music, so there must be something that has a copyright on it that is still in this playlist that I'll have to remove. But either way, it is time for the favorite time of week, which is some Mornings with Arceus trivia. As everyone knows, Chem Nation has in fact solved the category for the week on a Tuesday, technically a Wednesday morning, but prior to question, which means that it counts as the same as getting it on Tuesday, 8 points, meaning that Chem Nation can simply not be beaten this year. He can simply only be tied. If classical music is public domain, I'm just gonna be playing so much of it. That's what I'm gonna replace my streams with. So, Chem Nation cannot be beaten. He can only be tied. Bella already tossing in her guess for today's question, saying world. The category is war, ladies and gentlemen, and we don't know what it's good for. I would say absolutely nothing, but other people would say that it's good for something. But today's trivia question is needing to get updated because it's still yesterday's. Yesterday's trivia question is, what is an astronomical object comprising a luminous spheroid of plasma held together solely by its gravity. What is an astronomical object comprising of a luminous spheroid of plasma held together by its gravity? Star! It is Hefty, who not only secures himself 2 points, but also secures Chem Nation the victory. That is teamwork, if I've ever seen something make the dream work. Because of that gracious answer from Hefty, Chem Nation cannot be beaten, making him the 2-time winning champion of Mornings with Arceus Trivia. Congratulations to all of you and your mad skills. No tie. If it's a no tie, that's it. But if it's a 1 tie, we all tie and everybody wins. Bella, I liked the world guess. I did. I liked the world. So far we have the Cold War, we have the Cola Wars, and we have the Star Wars. Category is, of course, Famous Wars. Next week's category is going to be a little bit more difficult, a little bit stranger, a little bit more obscure, a little bit broader. However, the questions will not. So this is what's going to end up happening. I'm finding that it is a little bit too easy to guess the category early, which makes it a little bit too difficult for everyone to have an equal opportunity chance. Now, I'm not saying that we need to even playing field. Listen, this is no participation trophies. Fastest with the fingers, the quickest with the brain, they are just going to be the winner. That's just it. That's trivia. That's how trivia works. And you all need to accept that. And you need to motivate yourself to be better. I'm not giving you no participation trophy. Bella, take care. Thank you so much for coming in, and I will message you when that video is going live. But what I'm going to do is make the questions a little bit the same kind of difficulty, where everybody should have equal opportunity to answer as long as you're thinking about things and are able to answer a question. But the categories of those questions are going to become far more obscure, far more convoluted. They will take you a little bit more to think about. You'll have to be a little bit more creative with it. You'll have to I'm going to try and step out of my brain. I'm going to try and let my friends create some categories every now and again, so that it's not just always the same thing that comes out of my brain. It's not too easy to guess the category. You just have 2 brilliant viewers. That's true. That's true. I'm not denying the fact that you and Chem certainly got the brain power to make some magic happen. But I want to give everyone else who also has the brain power to make things happen. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very enjoyable, y'all. That's the beauty of it. All right, we are down to just a couple checks left. Not too much. Not too much. 1 more after this, maybe 2 more, depending on what time it is. Actually, did I up this? Yeah, I did. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to work. I want to bang on the drum all day. It sounded really cocky, and I hope everyone knows I was joking. You don't have to clarify. We always know that you're having a good time. We always know you're having fun. But we're not going to deny your brilliance. That's the other thing. Just like you're diamond, you're brilliant. Get it, like Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, like the game that we're playing right now the whole time. All right, y'all. This is going to be the final check, and we are going to do a raid. So y'all better stick around, because we're going to do a raid. But we're going to do a unique raid today, because we're not going to raid a Pokemon YouTuber. No. We're not even going to raid a human. We don't need to raid a human. Because human raids are just things everybody does. We don't want to do that. We're going to raid something else. So what we're going to do is we are going to go raid the live sea otter camera at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Which means that if you don't want to come with, you don't have to. And that's totally fine. But if you do, we're going to go into this link. We're going to take a look at some sea otters. We're going to drop a hashtag Shinies Raid. And we're going to go have a ton of fun. looking at some baby otters, watching them swim around, watching them have a great time, and letting all the people know at the Monterey Bay Aquarium that we're shiny hunters. And that's what's up. And we come in numbers that they would never even see. All right, this is going to be the final check. 18, 18, 1, 8, 1, 8 to finish things off. If this happens to be Arceus, we are going to stick around for another like 10 to 15 minutes celebrating, popping some champagne, having some fun. Comments are off on it. We are not rating. We are not rating that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to rickroll you instead because that's so much better. No, we will go rate a Pokemon streamer. There's another one. His name's Kyrelite that he's going right now. We're going to go get him. He's good. He does some Pokemon Rogue, which I don't know. I think it's like a ROM hack, and then also opens Pokemon cards. So let's go give him a little bit of support. Oh, would you look at that? It is not shiny to finish off the day. So let's go grab this link instead. We're still going to use hashtag shinies raid. This guy has just a few subs, 18 subs. So we can definitely bring a little bit more power in numbers. Oscar, also great to see you. All right, y'all, I got to get off to work today. That sounded bad. I have to head off to work today, which is what I'm going to do. So I appreciate everybody for being here. Appreciate everyone for spending time with me. Congratulations, Chem Nation, for becoming this week's trivia champ yet again. Of course, the category is, as far as we know, wars. And I believe that we've determined that butt is, in fact, peach sandwich. So until next time, you have all been wonderful. I have been Shinies, and I love you, and goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye!